We're at the Valley of Peace Cricket Club in the Hoonhay Valley. For those who knows Christchurch, Cashmere Hills are behind us one way and the hills over to Akaroa in the other way. There's a few little traditions that the Valley of Peace adhered to all the way through. Teams arriving this morning, collars and tie, that's just one of the little things that we insist on, that teams coming to the Valley have a jacket and tie on their arrival, and of course umpires must wear the jackets and they're umpiring, the scorers must be in the scoreboard. Just little things, but it just keeps those traditions going.
Tails. Tails it is.
That's a tail.
Yeah, right.
We'll have a bowl.
You'll have a bowl. All right, best of luck, have a good game.
3 weeks ago when the fire hit the Hoonhay Valley, we came very close to being burnt out. There was a lot of carnage and we feel sorry for those people. It's a pretty close-knit community in the valley. We discovered that, to our amazement, the club had survived pretty much intact, the ground. Well, as you can see, it's not a very big ground, so consequently 4s are 2s and 6s are 4s. So no 6s hit at the Valley of Peace, and that's the scoring system we use. We signal like that, but it goes in the scorebook as a 4 if it is actually single to 6.
So I've been part of Team Boom for 20 years now. First season was 96, 97. We're named after Dave Boone, who's obviously Australian, which doesn't sort of go with our uniform as such, but he was back in the day when we were a wee bit younger, appreciated as cricket and probably more appreciated as drinking, so hence the name.
I'm the captain for the day, so the role is to help organise the team and in preparation for the day, and of course on the day is to try and marshal these blokes into having a friendly game, but certainly a game that's competitive.
The club itself was known as the Christchurch Cinemas Cricket Club from about 1928, I think, to put a date on it. Harry Waters, who was the club owner, he owned all the cinemas in town. Of course, his workers had to work on a Saturday, which didn't allow them to play cricket or sport. So he was a cricket fanatic, and so he leased this land so his workers could play cricket on a Sunday afternoon. Then in 1955, it became the Valley of Peace Cricket Club. In those days, of course, Test cricket wasn't played on the Sunday. A lot of the touring teams, you know, and there's photos in the pavilion of MCC teams and Australian teams touring here, and in their rest day, those who weren't playing in the Test would come out and play, or the whole team would come out, but those who would either play for the Valley of Peace cricket team or maybe the opposition, so give them a bit of cricket on their day off. In many ways, and you see the comments in the visitors' book, it was a highlight of their week.
Scott's he's a genuine sportsman. He's represented Canterbury at rugby, of course, and is very competitive when he was playing cricket. So, but he's very deeply entrenched in the club and loves to see it thrive and enjoys the game of cricket. And being president, he takes quite a lot on his shoulders on a weekly basis. It's his role to turn up and meet and greet and do some speeches and help run the day's proceedings. So, but a lovely guy. He even goes and looks for lost balls.
Like any club, though, there's always expenses, you know, any small club, and, you know, that's just another thing we look at year by year when we get enough funds to, there's always trees that have to be cut down. You know, there's always work to be done in a small club like this, and it takes a pretty dedicated band of people to keep it going.
Cricket is our much-loved now.